Jared Goff is who I thought he was. Kliff Kingsbury puts on a clinic on the road against Ben Johnson, and the Bears are going to interview Hall of Fame running back Eddie George for their head coaching position. Late night Bears update. Let's get right into it. First off, the NFC North has flunked out of the playoffs, going 0-3 after the entire division except the Bears made it to the NFL's postseason. However, not a single team in the NFC North is going home with a playoff win this year, and all four teams are heading into the offseason with question marks. The Vikings have to figure out their quarterback position. Are they going to pay Sam Darnold after just drafting JJ McCarthy? The Lions could be losing both of their coordinators, and no team has ever been to the Super Bowl after doing that. And on top of that, Jared Goff is the playoff fraud I've always known he was. As for the Green Bay Packers, they ended their season by losing to the Bears and then got embarrassed in the playoffs. Jordan Love, enough said. As I sit here today, it's not hard to imagine Caleb Williams becoming the best quarterback in the NFC North. We can stew on that all off season long. Yep, this season was bad, but it feels a lot better after watching all of the other NFC North teams choke away their postseason opportunities. At the end of the day, the Lions, Vikings, Bears, and Packers all won the exact same amount of playoff games this year. 0. The Lions went 15-2 and were 0-1 in the playoffs. The Vikings were 14-3, 0-1 in the playoffs. And the Packers were 11-6 just to go 0-1 in the playoffs. Jared Goff is who I thought he was. I've said it all along. I like Jared Goff as a person, and if you put enough talent around him, you can win. I even loved his prank video he did at Cal. I've just always said that Goff is not a QB you win because of. And he again, in the biggest moment, proved that tonight. The Lions now face a long and tough offseason. But for those of you that did watch my video earlier today, and to all of the Kliff Kingsbury detractors, how are you feeling after this one? After watching Kingsbury put on a show with a rookie quarterback on the road, what are your thoughts on Kliff as our next head coach now? And now that the Lions lost and the way this happened, is Ben Johnson still your favorite now that he's available to hire right now? What a crazy night. But then it was all capped off with Jay Glazer announcing the Bears are going to interview Hall of Fame running back Eddie George for their head coaching vacancy. Just adding another name to the list. I loved watching Eddie George. He was an awesome player. Now he's the head coach at Tennessee State, and he won the coach of the year for his conference this season. I don't know how serious of a candidate he is, but I did really love watching him play. What a game, what a night. How are you guys feeling? I'll be back tomorrow to talk about all of these things more in depth, but I wanted to drop a quick video, especially after they announced the Eddie George interview. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Please remember to hit that like button for me. Stay tuned. I have a ton more content on the way. And until next time, bear down.